No surprise, says Bradley, because the pandemic has hit every economy pretty hard. Interviewed after his speech at the Rotary Club, he said perhaps the biggest challenge now and going forward, inflation, the rising prices of just about everything.
There are a couple of reasons for that. One is the supply chain disruptions that are raising manufacturing costs, the costs of goods in particular, but also services. And in Guam's particular case, we've got fuel prices are just going through the roof. Sit precariously on a two-legged stool of tourism and military spending. Both industries are unstable.
He says Guamanians are heavily dependent on fuel for everything from electricity and to gas our cars. He adds that 40% of the economy relies on tourism, which has been virtually non-existent and is only now poised for a long, slow recovery. We have managed to weather the COVID storm, but by the grace of federal pandemic assistance.
Well, I think that kept our economy afloat, in fact, in reasonably good condition. If I remember the numbers correctly, our economy has been rising to about $5.6 billion annually. So $3.5 billion kind of fills in that great big gap.
So what happens if and when the mana from Washington runs out?
Let me see. The last thing on my notes here said, I don't know. I think that actually that Congress is going to be more selective in their targeting of stimulus, but I think because we're so heavily dependent upon tourism that we may be in the group that gets a continuation of some of the programs we've been experiencing.
Knock on wood, says Bradley. Knock on wood.